Hello, Fairy Tale Things, Austin here, and I just spent a year animating Shrek's nostrils at DreamWorks, and they are commemorating me with this gift. Okay, just kidding. I don't actually work at DreamWorks, but don't tell anyone, okay? Because I'm not supposed to have this. You're not supposed to see him have this. This is top secret government stuff here. This is apparently what you get for spending a whole year at DreamWorks with presumably keeping your job, which I guess is easy to do. Hopefully you didn't work on Ruby Gilman, otherwise you're in. But in all seriousness, like, I've never seen a company do a 1-year anniversary gift. It kind of terrifies me. Like, does DreamWorks have really high turnover or bad working conditions? Because 1 year is crazy. I've heard of 5, 10, more common in like 15 and 30-year items, but a year, like you put in a year's work and they give you this nice figure, I am shocked, and I'm very interested to see what the quality of this is gonna be. I mean, do you know anyone at DreamWorks? Are you watching this, a DreamWorks animator? If you are, give me a call. I'd like to take a look around the studio, but I managed to nab myself one of these Shrek statues. So let's take a look and see what dedicating a year of your life to Shrek would be like. How unfortunate, by the way, if you were like the animator of Shrek and this is what you get. Like, you spend a whole year looking at this green ugly guy and then, boom, you get a statue of him. Not that I would complain. I would stare at Shrek for more than a year. Who wouldn't? Oh, look at this. It's like a Shrek Academy Award. Wow, this actually has a lot of heft to it, and it's a lot bigger than I thought. I would say like it's maybe 6 inches top to bottom, like maybe an inch there, and Shrek's like what, 5 inches? Like, I got the action figure for comparison. So if you, the viewer, are curious, there you go. And let's take a look. Very heavy, got a lot of heft to it. Wow. Look at this. Well, the base is by far the best part. We'll talk about the Shrek in a moment. But look at this nice base. DreamWorks Animation SKG, right? With the Moonchild. 1 year. Damn, I wish my job I worked gave out statues like this, because I've worked at places more than a year. Wow. Happy 1 year anniversary. Maybe DreamWorks is a Chad company and treats their employees very well, because this is a nice item. And the Shrek sculpt here is actually a lot better than I thought. I actually brought with me the horrendous Five Below Shrek, the worst Shrek ever, basically. And I actually think this statue is closer to the McFarlane one. The head's a little soft, you can see there. The lips, they always do this mistake with Shrek, is they make the lips this bright pink when it's much softer and more muted. When you emphasize it, it kind of makes him look like Michael Jackson. But lips aside, the outfit, I mean, may just be one of the best Shrek interpretations I've seen, because it's got a wash to it. And what a lot of the Shrek merchandise does is it gives him a bright white tunic. When Shrek's dirty, he's in the swamp. And there's lovely details here. Look at all of the creases and just the dirt and grime. And I'm shocked they did this, because when I heard that there was a Shrek statue inside, I immediately assumed that he would be gold or silver, like a solid Academy Award-like statue. That's at least what I would have done. It would have been much cheaper. And I did find out that this was a painted figure, and upon learning that, knew I had to have it to add to the Shrek collection. But even the photos online looked a little rough, so I was not expecting it to be this nice and be this heavy. This figure, I am not sure what it is made out of. Does it say on the box? No. It's not a cheap resin like a lot of statues are made of. It almost feels metal. Maybe it's like polystone, because it's got a lot of heft to it. One of my favorite things to complain about with statues is how brittle they feel. I don't know why statues feel so brittle and cheap when they cost more than plastic action figures. Like, somebody explain this to me. Why does a toy meant for children have durability and quality, and then a statue typically made for adults snaps at the slightest movement. I know statues aren't meant to be played with, but they're meant to be displayed and, I don't know, breathed on. I've had so many statues just collapse in my hand. So usually I am not a statue guy. I go more for vinyl figures and action figures. But, you know, I got a weakness for Shrek. I can never resist a Shrek I don't have. And this is definitely a unique Shrek, not only because of the, you know, historical importance of being an employee-only item, but the figure itself actually impressing me. And with Shrek figures, there is a measure of quality I use that separates the good from the bad. So if I just set this guy down for a moment here. Okay, he's not just falling to pieces. This is a adorable statue. So like McFarlane Shrek here is a solid, amazing figure. And Five Below Shrek is awful. But the barometer, the stress test of Shrek quality is in the pants. If a Shrek figure's good, he's gonna have the tartan detailing on his pants. And the crappy ones are gonna have blank brown pants. This isn't always the case, but most of the time, it's an easy way to tell a good Shrek from a bad Shrek. But this one here, look, they gave him the tartan pants, so that means he is a good boyo, a good Shrek. And just the vest, like, it's on par with the McFarlane figure. So this one is solid. Another thing I like is his expression. So often all the Shrek figures either doing the roar or they're doing the classic DreamWorks face where one eyebrow is permanently raised above the other. Now that's how Shrek obviously should be sculpted, like that's quintessentially Shrek, but I like how different this one is. He's happy, he's joyous, and he's holding up a number 1 to demonstrate that you, the DreamWorks employee, have slaved away a year of your life animating Turbo. And it's good, it's good. Another thing I really like about this Shrek is the color green it used for his skin. It is so accurate to the one in the movie. Getting Shrek's green the correct color is such a tough challenge because Shrek is always lit differently in the movies. It's really tough. Shrek always looks much more olive and darker than the other Shreks because Shrek 1 used a harsher lighting engine, whereas the later Shrek movies had much better lighting. So what a lot of licensees do is they get this bright lime green and they like crank it up to an 11, and Shrek just looks so saturated and bad. But this one, it understands the dankness of Shrek. It's got a very muddy feel all over, and I quite like that. So I just wanted to keep this one short, just talk about a cool item, and I don't think I'll get the other statues in this line, not because I don't care about them. I like anything DreamWorks that's promotional, but they're obscenely rare and expensive. These are quite tough to come by, unfortunately. People don't like to part with their promotional stuff, as they should. This is a very sentimental attachment. I mean, the fact that I own this means somewhere out there, a DreamWorks employee worked a year on a movie and did not want to even look at the green god, which is so sad. So we're just gonna put this guy in his case because I do not want Supreme Overlord Katzenberg to know that I have this. I never had this. I'm not a DreamWorks employee, and you didn't see anything.